but Regina Mpagachi from Northern Colorado. She's had 3 first-place finishes this season at fairly sizable meets and has done a really good job for the Bears. And we are at the starting line here. It looks like we are ready to go, and we are off for the Big Sky Women's Championship 5K. The starting assignments for this race: Montana State in 1, Northern Arizona in 2, Idaho in 3, Montana in 4, Portland State in 5, Eastern Washington in 6, Northern Colorado in 7, Idaho State in 8, Weber State in 9, and Sacramento State in 10. We will try to bring you as updated splits as we can. We didn't get them as often as we thought we would through the men's race, but we will do our best to bring you what we can through the course of this women's race as we get started here, Nate.
Yeah, and so you talked about Regina before the gun goes off. Great. Yeah, now, like we said before, this start's kind of an uphill thing. It plays into the way that people approach the race, and whether you want to go out fast, you want to take it a little conservative. Ladies' race, not quite as long, right? We're talking about 5K here. Some of the risks you take on a shorter race maybe aren't as great. But yeah, Regina's definitely a player. She's been around for a few years now. She is not shy to get in this and mix it up. And once again, on the same vein as Colin Solomon on the guys' race, you've seen another mid-distance runner step in here. She's a 2:04 800-meter runner on the track, and she's constantly a threat to win that 800-meter championship in the sky. But then you see it right here, getting after it on the 5K in the grass. So we got 2 out there already breaking away from the main pack, and I believe one of those is Regina in the white long sleeve.
See a lot of yellow backs of singlets up there for Northern Arizona. As we get this race going, it does look like up front we have a lumberjack with Regina. I believe that's Allie Upshaw. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that until we get a closer camera angle up there.
Yeah, and hopefully here we're going to see we're a few minutes into this, but we'll see through 1K. Hopefully we'll see a split. We get some names for you here too.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
So the Women's Championship 5K here at Riverside Golf Course in Pocatello, Idaho. Bryson Lester and Nate Houle alongside with you for this 5K. Really excited to see how this one shakes out. Northern Arizona comes into this race the number 3 team in the nation.
Yeah, this race is we're going to sort this out soon. They're getting after this within 400 meters. We've already got people breaking away. So this is curious how this versus the conservative strategy of that chase pack and how those things collide towards the end of the race would be really fun to watch. So there's some serious talent in this race, and day-to-day things can change as well on who's feeling it that day and who's not. And one of the dynamics we don't really talk about a whole lot too, but as coaches we deal with this a bunch, is as the weather shifts into these colder, possibly snowy months, we start running into stuff with sickness, right? And so people show up to these races, you can't control that very well. And so that's always also a wild card here that you can't really see on the surface. But I know as a coach, I was always stressed about, like, how do we keep people, healthy from an injury standpoint late into the season, but also just healthy from just getting colds, right? And as a sport where it's just a matter of, pushing yourself to your absolute maximum physically, anything like a sickness will really make a huge difference on what kind of an output you can give. So that's always a huge risk on these things. So we're about to see, who's feeling good today, and if these 2 out front are going to stay out there. They look like they're pretty confident about what they're doing today.
We have Allie Upshaw and Regina Mpagachi at the front of the pack here. They have completely separated themselves from the rest of the field early on here. Looks like Allie's taken a little page out of the Nico Young, David Malarkey book here. Looks like we have our first splits coming through. And we'll bring those to you as soon as we can here. Getting a look at the rest of the pack here. There lumber there. There's more like that pack there. Just jersey by that looks like 19 points, so a start for Smith and
one of them is, I would say, an 800 mid-distance specialist in Regina, and the other one's more of a 5K, 10K specialist. But they both have pretty solid PRs on the track. If we go all the way out to 10K, Allie's, I believe, is just a tad under 33 minutes over 10K, but Regina's is also a mid-33 10K. So these two, neither of them are too afraid of a 5,000-meter distance here. And so you can see that as they just get after it right away and already start throwing punches at each other to see who's got it today. This will be an interesting dynamic to watch because both of them have the credentials to do this. We'll just see kind of who can outlast who is what it's going to come down to.
Great shot there of our leaders, Ali Upshaw and Regina Mpagachi.
Might already be seeing a gap form here, so start asking questions of yourself, like, okay, you know, how is this the plan I wanted to follow? You know, am I feeling good enough to continue this? Looks like that's already 1 through 4 for NAU, and we're going to see 5, 6, 7, and 8 all right there. So NAU's whole squad has already come by, so assuming that this race sticks around about where it is right now, they've got a pretty good look at this team title coming back to them.
Beautiful day for cross country here in Pocatello. These teams will move on here to NCAA regional competition. Mountain Regional will be in New Mexico. West Regionals will be in Spokane. So a couple different locations there for cross country regionals. Everybody qualifies through to NCAA regionals, and then it's a much trimmed field for the national championship.
Yeah, so we got some separation now out in front. We're about 2K into this thing, and you know, we're getting close to that halfway mark. To see separation at this point, you know, from a coach's mind, I see this as, you know, you start asking questions like, okay, this is a little too hot of a pace for me. If I'm going to run a good race, I can't continue at this level all the way through 5K, so I'm going to lay off a little bit. She's got a gap behind them that they've already created, so she's not really under a huge threat to lose a bunch of points. But it seems to be a tactical decision to maybe let go a little bit here and finish the way she wants to finish. So it looks like we're down to 1, where we're already getting some pretty good gaps. But yeah, we're pushing on to close to halfway here, about 7.5 minutes into this. And keep an eye as we can, with live results and also the speed. Keep an eye on those chase pack back there. So NAU's got 2 through 8 just sitting there lurking, waiting for, you know, their moment to make that move. So this may change a little bit towards the end.
Ali Upshaw, as you see here in this camera angle, has quite a lead on Regina Mpagachi, and then we're going to see the rest of the pack come through here. Going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, what looks like 5, 6 lumberjacks there. So they've got 7 of the top 8 currently from what it looks like from our vantage point.
She's gaining on us. Damn, no.
Good shot to see kind of what the team dynamic looks like. NAU and a bunch more. So yeah, NAU's looking pretty good. I'm curious when you start seeing what the next teams look like as we start coming through. I know we're looking for Montana State. We got their 1 and 2 right here, and maybe 3 from MSU. And then as we fall back further, we'll start seeing Weaver. I think I saw Idaho State's top Cassie Vasquez in the mix with this one as well. Yep, there she is. And Idaho's got one, looks like. So this is where that team score, team dynamic for the middle of the race really starts getting sorted out back here. So
Quite a bunch of different jerseys here. Seeing some Idaho in the mix. Coming up, seeing some more Idaho State, seeing some more Northern Colorado. And there's a look there at our 1K splits. And there's Ali Upshaw just sprinting away from the field here, seemingly.
Yeah, it looks great. She sometimes you just have athletes who are like, you know what, I'm winning today, and I don't care what anyone else wants to say about it, and you just make it happen. And when you have the talent she's got and, you know, the pedigree, then you have that confidence. You go out there and you do it, right? And it seems like today's her day.
Coming into this meet, Northern Arizona was ranked number 2 in the NCAA Mountain Region. Montana State checked in at number 10 in those rankings. Only team ranked in NCAA West region was Eastern Washington, coming into this one sitting at 14. So just 2 of the top 15 in the Mountain region this year from the Big Sky. That's not typical. Normally we see about 4 or 5 of our women's programs ranked up there into the Mountain region, but hasn't quite been the case so far this season.
Yeah, and cross country is an interesting sport because you see, and I used to do the women's region rankings for the last 4 years, and it's funny because you see teams who, they'll race partial squads early in the year. You don't know exactly who they have to work with, and then you start getting into the championship portion of the season, like right now, and people start laying their cards out on the table. So this will be interesting on a regional ranking standpoint, how that looks. So look for Weber maybe to make a statement today. They're generally somebody you'd see ranked in the top 15 in the Mountain region. But yeah, Eastern had a really good October. I was really impressed with their women's performance. So genuinely curious to see how Eastern's women do today as a team. They've definitely improved quite a bit. It's exciting to see.
We got the 3K splits here. Allie Upshaw through 3K, 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Has moved up into second. Ava Mitchell from Northern Arizona has moved up into third. Regina Mpagachi hung with Allie Upshaw for a little while, has dropped back to fourth here. And we've got Kira Moore from NAU, Haley Burns from NAU, Emma Stutzman from NAU. Gaze Gilbreth from Montana State is the first Buckcat there, sitting at 8th from what we can see right now, followed by Kyla Christopher Moody from Montana State and Alex Moore from Montana State kind of round out your top 10 right now. So NAU with 6 of the top 7 currently in the field according to the 3K splits we just got here.
Yeah, this is cross country, so some of these splits are plus or minus a little bit. Plus there's terrain differences. But I mean, if we're going 9:30, that's kind of ridiculous. That's unreal. There were years when that would be pretty recent history where that would be one of the best times in indoor season going into the championship on a track, right? So we're getting crazy here because those are some fast times. We got that. I'm curious to keep an eye on that Montana State pack. We got those 3 ladies all together. Yeah. I know with Kyla, she was probably their number 1 on paper coming into this. And they're not that far out of this by any means. So I'm curious just kind of how that group of MSU ladies approaches this last half of the race. So
got a couple.
Got a view here on our leader from Northern Arizona, Allie Upshaw.
More runners on feet.
She was 19th this season at pre-nationals. Last year at the Big Sky Conference Championships, she finished 3rd. She was 6th at the Mountain Regional a year ago, and then finished 57th at the National Championships. Currently looking like 57th place finish, not in the cards for Allie Upshaw this year from what we're seeing so far in this race. Might be looking more towards the top 10 here, but Allie Upshaw looking to become the 5th consecutive lumberjack to win the individual title. Taryn O'Neill won in 2020 and 2021. Elise Stearns won in 2022 and 2023. Stearns was coming into this meet looking to become a 3-time champion. I'm sure she will happily pass the mantle to her teammate, Allie Upshaw, if she's able to close this race out correctly.
Yeah, if you're going to relinquish a crown, if it's to your teammate, it's not quite as hard. So I'm sure they're pretty happy with the way their team is running together.
Can move? Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Some beautiful views here from this still green golf course. Weather's been kind of unusually warm, and other than the little bit of rain we've got in the last couple of days, we've been doing pretty good this October. So surrounded by mountains, beautiful views over here. And like you said, great day for cross country.
So if we went in, yeah. So probably.
Northern Arizona has claimed 20 total Big Sky individual titles during their tenure in the Big Sky Conference. This would also be their 26th team title if they're able to pull this one out here. Looks like some 4K splits are coming in here for us, so we'll bring those to you as soon as I can pull them up here.
So yeah, the women's race, the guys, I believe we did 2 4K loops, and then added, and that was the race. This one, we're doing 1 4K loop and then a small little kilometer loop, I believe, at the end. So again, from a spectator standpoint, people are going to see them. Was that Regina there? Might be dropping out of the race, actually, having a hard time with breathing or something. I know sometimes taking risks early on can pay dividends, and sometimes they don't work out in your favor. But very honest effort from her today. I always love watching her race. She always puts it out there and really just makes something happen anytime she can. So that may hurt Northern Colorado's prospects a little bit more today than they expected, but this NAU team is just running away with it. Really, watching those team scores come through 4K and 5K will be curious how that, the Eastern Washington, the Weber State, Montana State, and everyone else, how that kind of shakes out. So.
Our splits are unofficial, but the last splits we did get, the top 8 were all Northern Arizona Lumberjacks.
It's not a bad day.
Not a bad day at all, as it looks like Ali Upshaw is going to close the deal here. Transfer from New Mexico, 3rd at the Big Sky Conference Championships a year ago. You can see Elise Stearns there behind her. Ali Upshaw is going to be your 2024 Big Sky Conference individual champion, the 3rd different Lumberjack to do it in the last 5 years. One of those other ones right now coming down the lane, Elise Stearns is going to finish as runner-up. She was seeking her 3rd individual title. She will be 2nd here in Pocatello after not competing for Northern Arizona since February on the indoor circuit. So a great showing there from Elise Stearns. And then it looks like we've got 3 there. Seen it come through. We were out and on for
Impression for me.
business here on ESPN Plus. I'm Bryson Lester, Nate Houle alongside as our women's championship 5K is in the books. Northern Arizona scores 15 points to claim yet another title. Nate, we just saw an absolute clinic from the number 3 team in the country out here today.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. I mean, there's not too many times you get to see a Division I team at this caliber just compete, right? And so it's a pleasure to see it happen. They definitely came in here and executed what they needed to do to get the championship like they had hoped. But yeah, great run for them. They got a few more aces up their sleeve for down the road, and got some people back for the first time today to help make that happen. So exciting things for them today, and great job to the Lumberjacks.
We were just told we have our on-course reporter, Megan Robinson, ready to go with an interview, so we will kick it down to Meg.
Thanks, guys. David, congratulations on your win. What did you think of the course out there today?
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting one. There was a lot of really good, fast bits of running along the straights, but it was also quite windy, and then the wind coming back into the last K or so. It definitely made it challenging, and with the altitude as well mixed in. But yeah, it was fast, and yeah, I think we ran some great times up here.
You said the altitude, but Flagstaff is 3,000 feet higher than we are here in Pocatello. How does training in that altitude week in and week out help you prepare for altitude like this?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, it's higher than here, but you can still definitely feel it a little bit in your lungs, but it just gives you that strength coming in towards the end of the race. It doesn't make it feel easier, but it just means you can keep going through the line.
First year in the Big Sky after transferring from Florida State, first year winning the title. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good, but that wasn't the main purpose here today. The main purpose was to get the team win, and I went out there and executed, did my job, strung the race out, and that's exactly what Coach wanted me to do.
How does a win like this and a team win like this prepare you for regionals in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I think cross country is a big sport about momentum. So yeah, some good results early on this season, but we're still trying to build up. So I think